everyone and welcome back. It's me, Trophy Wife, and today we're going to be playing Corpse Factory. Last we left off, honestly I can't remember. So let's just get started. I know we left off playing him, and yeah, that's all I got. No, I don't want to delete it. I want to load it. There's an X on the corner. Alright. So.
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
I see. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
Oh my gosh, that's the first time he said sorry and not saws. Is this man growing to be a person?
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Sheesh. Again?
Sorry. Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth, even if she doesn't want to hear
I
it.
heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, is there anything you would like?
A date. With you.
I knew he was going to say it.
Anything else?
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends. What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I have to look away from her to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
I step away and mutter to myself.
Stupid.
I'm so stupid. Why am I acting so desperately around her all of a sudden? Because you're desperate.
Yo. What kind of hello is that? Prick.
Saws. In a mood.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it. You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Saws. Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
Why, she kill ya?
No.
Takes me a second to get that she's joking.
Oh.
T smiles warmly and waves her fingers in the air.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with ya. So are we doing this or what?
I can't fathom a reason T's recent shift of attitude towards me. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. And now she wants me to brew her coffee. Why? Does she want something from me? Is she in love with me? No, she's not. Definitely not. No one loves me. Even so, I don't want to be alone. How can I refuse her coffee?
Okay. I can put off the morgue until later.
You finally came to your senses, huh? Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place? The last time a girl visited my home. It was back when I lived in Noriko's apartment, back when Shizuko. Clicking my tongue severs to distract me from the painful memory.
Let's go.
This is your place, huh? It's freaking dark in here.
Saws.
You a vampire or something?
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
T looks around the small room and stands uncomfortably by
You
the
don't
wall.
bring girls back here very often, do ya?
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
True. Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya? Listen, I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Your boyfriend?
No! Jeez! Away from Noriko!
Oh.
See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree? All this shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
How so?
Well, there's the business with what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course. We're besties, you know? They've been out there killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public. Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her. So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire. She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko, and she's gonna get locked up for life. I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up. Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Accomplices?
Yeah, that. We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Of course I am. I got people to take care of. What would Shinya do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
T, crestfallen countenance makes the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break away from mine, and she tries to hide and restrain herself from sobbing.
I don't think I can do this anymore. No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I understand this is difficult for her. She's torn between loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game. It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested. You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us. If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you part ways with Noriko.
You know, you really are more understanding than you look. I thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
Thanks.
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
It's for the best. I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory. Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least. You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment. My apartment. Not anymore, I haven't lived there for a while, but it will always feel like mine. I wonder if there are any old memories to find in between the walls.
Okay, I'll come with you. Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me her keys.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I shrug and let her accusation slide. What, did you make her the coffee? I didn't expect a floor of mundane recollections to drown my mind as soon as I had started climbing the staircase. This place is such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shizuko. It's so foggy but so familiar. I don't even feel like the same person I was back then. But of course I'm the same. It's still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse. What is it?
Don't know.
Mold, mildew. No, it's more sickening than that. It's something rotten.
Yuck. Anyway, her place is up just a few more levels.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before? Huh.
T abandons her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. When we reach the landing below Noriko's floor, a young girl's voice rings out.
Hello? Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl no older than 7 is knocking repeatedly on the door of her apartment.
Huh?
She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
Kojiro.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
Momo.
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. The door's locked. I can't get inside.
I see.
Somehow the girl's locked herself outside her own apartment.
Is your mommy or daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
Let me try, okay?
The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. T slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding back her strength.
Yo, anyone home up in here? Hello? Anyone there?
After a good 30 seconds of pounding the door, T puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
T grimaces and looks me dead in the eyes.
You don't think something happened, do you?
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on my knees so that I come face to face with the girl.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to remember.
He was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
I stand back up and turn to T. She raises an eyebrow as if disbelief of the polite persona I adopt to talk to the girl.
If he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us. Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable. I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Something happened to Dad?
No, honey. I didn't mean it like that. Kojiro, we need to get in there.
T's sentence is cut off by the apartment door suddenly opening. A formidable man, broad shoulders with the smolder expression, now inhabits the open doorway.
Clear the doorway.
He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at somebody behind
The
him.
daughter's right here. Bring her with us. Hurry it up.
The stern man pushes past me and I stumble as I try to get out of his way. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of a half a dozen uniformed police officers shuffle out of the apartment behind him encourages me not to retaliate.
Daddy?
Dragged along behind one of the officers is a handcuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God! Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Wait, is he a killer too? Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officers yank him away from his daughter. He is accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments.
Daddy! Come back! Daddy!
The final police officer to the exit of the apartment bends down in front of Momo. He mumbles something to her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her towards the staircase.
Let go of me! Daddy!
What the fuck is going on here?
T takes a step towards the officer, her fingers slowly curled into a fist.
Don't.
I clutch her fist in my own hand and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved. It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning as she steps struggling against me.
Momo,
The young girl is escorted downstairs and T stands defeated next
what
to
the
her.
hell just happened?
T is uncharacteristically quiet as she searches Noriko's apartment for clean clothes. Witnessing that man, Kenji, get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened T's spirits. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
T is ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave this apartment, the guy with broad shoulders. He looked familiar, very familiar. Seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yes, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation on the recent homicides. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the Human Removal Services string of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Wait a second. Did they apprehend him because, Noriko was using his Wi-Fi originally, and so they traced the Wi-Fi to him? Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the Herald? A neighbor of Noriko's? Could it truly be? Could Kenji truly be the leader of the Human Removal Services? I try to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko. He might have speaking terms with her. He might have access to Noriko's computer, her website. Could he have been the original hacker stealing Corpse Girl's request, the copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely than not that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko, someone who has inside view of her life. But what's his motive? Looking like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter, what could it have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same in the first place? Never mind that, it's irrelevant right now. Kenji, are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei? Are you the prophet, the herald, and the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
I blink a few times to look at T standing with the pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now for the best. I have to get home, want to spend some time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. Wednesday, August 5th. Not a morning person, never have been, but running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it, still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions didn't help, couldn't concentrate on reading, couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked, the same question kept bouncing around inside of my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss and the girl behind me begins to stir. She rubs her eye, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Conjuro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
She sighs, sits up, reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now, know Noriko well. The can slips through her slender fingers and comes to rest safely in her lap.
Oh, thanks.
She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it. Now,
Fine. Go.
do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Mirko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah. I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes dart away from mine and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji. We used to talk, but then, well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can't hurt to tell her. Tay probably will if I
Went
don't.
to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And the detective from TV.
Detective? Wait. Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No, the detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa?
Yeah.
Interesting, didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa. Not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders
Poor
slump.
Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and a shrill laugh pierced my ears. So, here's my conclusion. That he got caught because she used his internet. So, they think it's him. And she's an evil bitch that'll just let it happen.
Oh! That's fantastic!
Don't know if she's lost the plot or if she's figuring something
All
out.
those precautions I took. All that preparation. It finally paid off!
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing.
When Corpse Girl first told her? I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referred to as herself.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk.
It's because she's schizo.
I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's work.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to. Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
I don't like her. I've come to really not like this character at all. Devious, cunning, Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact that she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves in order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at her word, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal services. He couldn't be the herald that Junpei spoke of. He was just a scapegoat. Wrong place, wrong time.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one, and I'm off the hook.
Sure, if you say so.
Hmm?
That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
You've been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too. Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web. I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address. That can't be traced. Right?
I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
Oh no. But I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait. Normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police. Especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation has given me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to brick walls. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words, a phrase that loops within my mind verbatim. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I rubbed my chin and thought.
Gotta go. You good here?
Noriko drains the rest of the coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right. Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. Got a few hours before I need to go to the morgue. Usually night shift. Not a good combination with an early morning. At least there are no deliveries to make today for Noriko or for Corpse Girl. For the best. If T is quitting the business, we don't have a driver. Didn't really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Corpse Girl, that's what the person I know as Noriko told me. The begs follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? Is Corpse Girl a person, someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambition for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? If Noriko's nothing but a puppet, too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spill it out to me, not if she's gone to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I can't get the quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces in this puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the human removal surfaces, the Herald, Junpei, and Kinji. Too many assumptions, too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything, like to predict what's going to happen next, like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel 3 steps behind Noriko, behind whatever Corpse Girl is. Maybe T has the right idea. Maybe getting out of this situation is for the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty. That has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kinji situation. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. If T quits now, will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. T knows too much as me. She knows could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong words slip out in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. T's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how. I don't know by what measure Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind, and her ambitions are stilled by the otherworldly force of will.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Speaking the words out loud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn T. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she told Noriko that she'll be quitting, but there's no time to waste.
Can I help you?
Is this Shinji's place or T's place?
Tomoe in?
She's, are you a friend of hers?
Yeah. This is an emergency.
Really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy I assume T's boyfriend goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now. The sun is setting. I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro? What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address? You know what? I'd rather not know.
Tomoe, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I take care of him?
Oh, I don't see him being able to do shit. My nostrils furrow a little as I choke back a laugh. This guy's pretty scrawny. I'm not martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe he'd pose a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the
He
boyfriend.
needs to go.
Seriously?
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him. You just watch me.
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted. If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay.
T shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her
So what
apartment.
the fuck is this all about?
I need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Probs. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave our merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
Take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
T simply frowns at what I considered to be a startling realization.
Well, of course she's not. We're working with her.
Guess I didn't explain it well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. End quote.
T's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Oh, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it. I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing. And she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating all my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started, why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make a way for the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled by a heavy form stumbles into me. With his ear pressed up against the door, T's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was,
Gotta go. Bye.
Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out the apartment complex. My late arrival at the morgue is not met by any form of chastisement. The place is empty, devoid of life, nothing out of the ordinary there. Though, something is off. It's too empty. Glancing around the walls of the coal chamber, I immediately notice something suspicious. The majority of the chamber doors aren't sealed shut. They're slightly ajar as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. I would never do such a thing. I know to press the doors firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving the coal chambers unsealed is a surefire way to assist in the cadaver's deterioration. And an unsealed chamber allows the odor of decay to leak into the morgue. Right now, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary, meaning the cold chambers are empty. Someone has removed a cadaver that was stored inside. The place was filled to the brim a day ago. There wasn't a single empty cold chamber. Now, a cursory glance around the good 90% of the cold chambers are unsealed.
Fuck.
My initial thought of uncertainty gives me to panic. I jog toward the left wall of chambers and start pulling the sliding trays out one by one. Empty, empty, empty. One after the other. Each chamber is devoid of its macabre contents. Even the HRPs have been removed.
Shit.
I come across one cold chamber that is still sealed. I press the release button, pull the handle forward. A familiar hiss of cold air escapes. The hollow space does little to allay my fears. Whatever. I slide the tray out and sigh. Empty. It would seem that even the properly closed chambers have been evacuated.
Oh, fuck shit.
I dash to the opposite wall, the rows of cold chambers that store bodies not due to cremation. The row that Noriko isn't allowed to access. But just like that, every wall of chamber is empty. Doors ajar, unsealed, empty. I thoroughly check each and every one.
No luck.
I trudge toward the computer on the far wall. Log into the inventory. I scan the list of recent arrivals and departures. Nobody's came in today. Unusual, but not itself a cause for concern. More importantly, no bodies have been checked off or removed from the premises. Each and every body has been disappeared from its place, has to be accounted for. The correct protocols have not been adhered to. I can only draw one conclusion. The morgue's been robbed.
Sorry to rock up so late.
It's fine. I was awake.
Okay. Bad news.
Hit me.
Morgue's been plundered.
Plundered? What, are you a pirate now? Wait, your tone. You're not joking.
No.
Explain.
All the cadavers have been stolen. Cold chambers are completely empty. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
How could you let this happen?
Oh, whatever, bitch.
Me? I'm no security guard. Don't put this on me.
How am I supposed to acquire corpses now? How the fuck am I supposed to appease Corpse Girl?
Ugh, I'm so tired of her. Despite the fact she's having a Noriko moment, I don't miss the fear in her voice. Appease Corpse Girl, not something you'd say in reference to yourself. She's clearly referring to someone else, some other being. Time to put her on the spot. Sick of being 30 steps behind.
Who's Corpse Girl?
What?
Who is she?
Don't act dense. I'm Corpse Girl. If you're trying to be funny, it isn't working. Now isn't the time. We've lost everything, Kojiro. I've got a couple of bodies here at the factory, but they're allocated to victims already. If Corpse Girl gets any new requests, we won't be able to fulfill them.
There, you did it again. You referred to Corpse Girl as another person.
Can you stop messing around? Don't you see how serious this is?
I do.
I do. I see how serious the entire situation has become. Noriko is delusional. She refers to Corpse Girl both as herself and as another person. Well, you should have known this when you first started this crap. She pays no heed to the differences in her words and when called out on it. She doesn't seem to be aware that she's doing it. Could be a personality disorder. Can't place blame on her if that's the case. But I think it's more than that. She believes she's being guided or goaded by Corpse Girl, forced to achieve her ambitions. There's more to it than a personality disorder. Something I'm not seeing.
So, what do we do?
What can we do? You'll have to break into another morgue. Start stealing corpses for me.
Ha! No.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't say no to me.
I'd do just about anything for you. But sometimes, you need to know when to call it. There's no moving forward from here.
I can't give up, Kojiro. I've come so far.
Somebody stole the cadavers from the morgue. From my morgue. Somebody who knows what I'm involved in. It wasn't an attempt to stop what we're doing.
What do you mean?
It was a message. Whoever did it wanted to prove that they are more powerful than we are. Pulling several hundred stiffs from a morgue, all at once, without getting busted? That's something even we couldn't achieve. Someone knows our operation, inside and out. Someone knows what we do and how we do it. And they wanted to prove that they can do it better.
The human removal service.
Who else?
Damn it.
Hope you can see the truth now. We can't continue with them in the picture.
You're right. Our next move is to destroy them. Destroy the Herald.
Ugh. That wasn't exactly what I was getting at. I was only trying to discourage Noriko from continuing with their operation.
What do you propose?
You said you'd do nearly anything for me, right?
More or less.
Then, hunt down Junpei Matsumoto. Again, he needs to reveal the identity of his leader, the Herald.
Right. Didn't work so well last time.
Can't forget that night. Had the guy beaten and bruised on the ground. Stubborn pup.
You were interrupted last time. Aoi got in the way, didn't she?
Yeah. Tried to defend her boyfriend.
You need to extract information from Junpei at any cost. When you're done, kill him.
I have no problem with that. But if Aoi is present again, I'll have to back down.
A few seconds of silence make me ponder if Noriko still has her head in the conversation. I'm about to repeat myself when she finally speaks.
If Aoi interferes, kill her.
Now you know you done fucked up. And just like that, Noriko's true heart is revealed. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. I was right to fear for T's life earlier. I was right to fear for my own. If Noriko will cut down her best friend in the world, then she will show no mercy to anyone else. This kind of resolve, that still-hearted determination, I can't help but admire it. I respect Noriko.
If I do this for you, I want something in return.
What?
Be with me.
You still want me?
I've never wanted you more. I'm in love with you, Noriko.
You're both just fucked up.
In case that wasn't clear before.
Okay. Take care of this issue for me, and you can call me yours. I'll be your girlfriend, or your wife, or your mistress. Whatever you want.
That's a lie.
My heart will be yours.
That's all I wanted to hear. All I needed to hear. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. Noriko, Shizuko, even T, it doesn't matter. I just want somebody to love me, to hold me.
Okay, I'm on it. Leave it to me.
Thank you, Kojiro. I'm putting my faith in you.
I step back, turn around, look up, stare at the stars in the polluted, clouded sky. When we are together, perhaps we can live in Noriko's apartment. My old place. It will be like coming home from a long absence. Noriko will replace Shizuko in my heart, and life will go on. August 6th, Thursday. Alright guys, I'm going to end this episode here and we will catch back up in the next one to see what happens. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!